So John, what's this shed for?
This is our first lactation shed. So on the left-hand side, we've got fresh heifers up to 100 days in milk. On the other side, the ring calf, 220 days in milk on average.
Right. So you keep your first calvers together with you for long?
Yeah, we've had our first lacs on a separate group for probably 15 years or more.
Yeah.
Because we're carving them at sort of 23 months old. They're quite naive, so we don't want them getting bullied by the older cows.
Yeah.
And this shed is a bit short on dimensions on the beds, because it was an enhancement of an older building. So that's why we've got the smaller cows.
Okay.
In here. Yeah.
Okay. They're all on sand beds?
We are now all sand beds. Yeah. We used to be all mattresses. We changed to sand completely about 2 years ago. It took us after a few trips to the States, looking at cow comfort. So that's what we're all about.
There's a bit of remnants of a bit of history here.
Bit of history on a shed that my forefather put up back in the 70s. So I've kept it to remind me never to build buildings too small for animals, and make sure they're comfortable and of high welfare. So it's just a little reminder of what not to do from the past.
Yes. Yeah. So I suppose what was the issue? Maybe height was.
It was a kennel building with 6'6" beds, tin sheets, hot, low airflow, all the old things that we used to have in the 70s. Obviously, cows are now giving a lot more milk, so we need a better welfare for them. So that's what we do. Yeah, it's quite a talking point when we have students around. What not to do, what your dad did or your granddad did.
Yeah, yeah. No good, but look, it served its purpose at the time, obviously, and it got you to where you are.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's what, everyone has to start from somewhere. I'm fortunate we didn't start from zero.
Yes.
I'm second gen. So my son, who's third gen, he's going to have the time of his life. So it's clogs to clogs in 3. So he's going to have a nice time.
Yeah, good. Good. So are you no scrapers? All.
We used to have scrapers. Yeah, we used to have scrapers in all the sheds until we got to sand, and then sand was obviously it's quite a grinding paste. So we were spending too much money on repairs, so we just scrape them 3 times a day. Okay. Tractor scrape now. Yeah, seems to work okay.
Yes. So just your flaps here out of interest. What these?
We've got here. Well, we've got a channel here from the parlour. So we're flushing this. This is a U-shaped channel. Okay. So we flush this because there's sand in there into the lagoon. So we're going to have to do. We're still going to do that when we change location of parlour.
And these.
That's just to stop the cows going in.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a safety thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they fall down or
no?
They just.
No, they're heavy as hell.
Yeah.
They just got a prop there because we had a cow in there. They left the gate open. We had a cow in there, so we've just got chains, and it's just a safety feature, really. Yeah, let's go this way.
So you have a big lagoon, 2 lagoons?
We've got 3 lagoons.
3 lagoons.
2 here, and then we've got satellite lagoon down the field. Yeah.
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 So what's the relationship with one with the other, or is one?
Well, all the sand. We've got 2 channels. We've got 2 sand channels with a scraper in the channel.
Yeah.
So all the sand drops in the first lagoon as a settlement lagoon. Then it decants over into the second lagoon. Yeah. And then we can pump that, which is mostly water, into the 3rd lagoon. So we've only got to clean this lagoon out with a digger, with a 360 once a year.
Okay. Is it concrete?
No.
Line lagoon,
no.
Whatever, yeah.
No. I'd like to have it concrete, but one day. Yeah. Yeah. It's clay. We're on 32 metres of clay, so it's fairly safe.
Yes. So you've lots of signage around this, I see as well, just in terms of directions for.
Well, when you go to a warehouse, when you've got a lot of deliveries, there's always signage, isn't there? And what's happening? They end up at the wrong area, and it just makes it easy. And they're not ringing me up saying, "Where do we tip?"
Yeah, it's a big complex.
Yeah. It's sort of common sense, really, isn't it? So we've got we had three young stock sheds here, and we're converting them into cows.
Right.
We've moved the cows. We've moved the young stock over onto a young stock farm. We're fortunate to have the capability to do that this autumn.
Yes.
So that's what's caused our expansion. So we're not actually having any more cow units on this farm. We're just displacing the young stock onto another farm.
Yes. So how many extra cubicles will you get in here?
There's 70. There's 150, 75 on each of these.
Yeah.
And then when we do that third one, there's another 120.
Yes. So what type of cubicle?
Yeah, we've gone, we tried these as a different cubicle because we like the single posts, nothing in front on the other buildings. So we've used these, so the bottom bar's in the sand, so it's not a chin knocker. So they've still got the same, and then the same free space at the front. And we can adjust those backwards and forwards if we've got it wrong, if they're too big or too small. Okay. Whereas with a single post, we can't.
Good. So feeding
outside.
Outside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, they were just. We had a small young stock building now, which we've put a roof over. So again, that's something that I got wrong many years ago.
Yeah. A story channel here?
Yeah, what we're going to do is do the same as that other channel. We've got a U-shaped channel.
Yeah.
That we're going to put there. There's a channel that goes down the other lane there, so it'll intercept it. And then we've got a main under the yard here that we'll tap into from the lagoon, so we can flush it. Because we're conscious that sand is difficult to move.
Yeah.
But
so it's a combination of flushing and a scraper?
No, this is a U-shaped channel.
Yeah.
Which the auger channels that they'll do, but we don't have an auger because we've got a channel existing U-shaped channel that we flush. So we're fairly confident we can flush this channel without blocking it.
Okay.
And then it runs into a scraper channel down there. So.
And when it meets the other channel, is there a difference in height?
Yep, there will be. Yeah. Yeah, slightly. Yeah.
Yeah. So big feeding area here?
Yeah, we got 3 stylish pits, which are access both ends. So we've actually got six faces we can eat from, which gives us more flexibility. Yeah.
And that access from both sides is a big help, I presume.
Yeah, we can access from the north and the south. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that gives us it gives us six silage clamps really.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is, we're only doing maize and grass, so it works quite well. Yeah.
Okay. So how many cuts of grass would you do?
We'll do 5.
Yeah.
5 cuts of grass.
The first one being when?
Probably late April or early May. It depends on the weather.
Yeah.
We're ready to go. We're ready to go first week in May usually, which is it's different what we used to do. A big problem with the May silage is slippage. So this year we managed to get it quite a bit drier, and we haven't had a slip this year for the first time ever.
Preparing for your first cut.
Yep.
When will that start? Like, are you going to be applying fertilizer soon?
Yeah, we're going to be, now we're at the close period on the slurry. As soon as the ground's dry enough to go, we'll go with some slurry, probably next week. Now we've got a high pressure now for a week, haven't we? So it's dry. So we'll put our first application on next week on the grassland. Yeah, yeah.
Splash or a dribble bar, or how will that get applied?
No, we'll do it with a trailing shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, a trailing shoe and a cord, and then we've got a nurse tank, because we have to tank quite a lot of stuff off site. So we'll nurse tank that. Yeah. As long as the ground conditions are good, we'll go. Yeah. I mean, it's cold, isn't it? We haven't had a warm spell yet, so ideally we could do with the ground just warming up a little bit.
Followed in with fertilizer at some point? Or?
Yeah, we'll put some urea on. We've not tried urea. This is the first year we're trying urea. The price looks advantageous, so we'll stick that on after we've done the slurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looking at your feed face, it's well managed. It's clean.
Yeah, I don't like waste. Waste is costly, so we try and keep it as tidy as we can, and waste. There's some waste on the top of there I can see. I don't know. Sometimes we have a lot of crows pecking, and they'll peck through the sheet, get a hole in it, and then yeah, that's been there. That'll have been there 9 months now, won't it? So yeah.
You use the side sheet?
Side sheet, yeah. Side sheet, yeah. Side sheet, and then like a barrier sheet, combined barrier sheet. We seem to have spent a lot of money trying to stop waste, but I can't stop the birds pecking the holes in it.
Yeah.
We've even tried nets. But yeah, we do have a lot of crows.
So your feed beer, your straights, your storage for your straights, is it?
Yeah, yeah. We've got a couple of liquid tanks, and then we've got we've got 8 bays, eight straights bays. Well, one's a pre-mixed bay, so we've got, and a straw bay, so we've got six straights, and a couple of liquid tanks that we can use. Yeah.
So what liquid would you typically bring in?
We'll have molasses and or Trafford syrup, depending on what the nutritionist wants to use.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Loads of height.
Yeah, we can tip an Arctic up. There, so we built it that it's all easy, and things don't get backed into and bent.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give them plenty of room.
Yeah. Trailer feeder.
Yeah, we've had that. That's 4.5 years old now. Yeah. So yeah, it seems to be. It was better than the last one we had. Last one we had, we were out in it 4 years, but I think I don't know. I think maybe it was a Friday night feeder, the last one we had.
Okay. So you can empty it 2 locations.
Yeah, we can empty it quick, and then we've got a pre-mix door on the back. So again, it just all makes it easier.
Yeah.
So we're not buying blends. We were buying blends.
What are the prices of protein, like soy and stuff like that, at the moment? Is it competitive?
Yeah, we've seen a big drop in proteins, well, and energy. You know, we bought back in, when was it? 12 months, 18 months ago. We had some contracts that were hurting us.
Yeah. We
bought high when everything went up, so we finished those now. So we're now back in line with where we were historically. What's good is that the milk price to feed price ratio is probably as good as it's ever been at the moment. Yeah. So that's a benefit.
Long may it last.
Yeah. So we got that pit's half full of maize, so we won't eat that until probably November, December this year.
Okay.
So we try and not eat the same maize as we grow in that calendar year.
Okay. Maize is a key feed for you, I guess, so is it?
Maize?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be, I'm trying to think of the maths now. It'll be about 30% of the diet